folks, Patreon request for Glenn Blackwell. Thanks indeed for your support, sir. He wanted Jane's Addiction, Then She Did. Shame on the timing, really, given all that's transpired there, but I don't think that unfortunate moment will go on to define them, so I'm loving digging into this, actually, and getting back to the music. So let's crack on and learn this thing. Clean tone, basically, for the most part, with a bit of chorus. I'm using the Walrus Audio Julia. And then I'm using the Funny Little Boxes 91 for the distorted part. So pretty straightforward stuff. It is a long song. It's about 8.5 minutes, I think, but a lot of the parts repeat, so don't worry too much. There's only 3 or 4 sections, really. First part, in the intro, goes like this. That right and around. So you've got 3 times round of this riff. It's like an A major 7 to a D7. But there's all sorts of incidental stuff going on. You know, all that good stuff, right? So the main vibe. I'm actually muting the E string on my thumb. And I'm using the open A, right? Down, up, down, up, down. Down, up, down, up. Right, that's the rhythm. Then you've got to change to this D7, okay? Like that. So I'm using, it's like a C shape. But then your little finger goes on to the 5th fret on the G, right? And then you take your first finger off, okay? Rhythm's identical though, right? Again. Three times of that, then you go to this chord. I think that's like an A9 chord. Very cool, isn't it? So you do that. Then you take your 3rd finger off there, so. And then your 1st finger off. Then there's this little. And then you're into the next part, right? So it's just. And this is a slightly longer part, but it repeats around 3 times. So we have. Slight difference there. Little finger going on to the 7th fret there on the B. Back to this chord again, but the rhythm's changing slightly. So whereas the first time it was, this time it's another little fill on the 3rd bar. It's cool, isn't it? So your little finger goes down, but then your 1st finger comes off. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's cool, isn't it? So the 3rd bar this is. Just your 1st finger comes off and back on. That's the same as before. And then again at the end. But that 3rd time of the riff is. You're going to slide down, right? So here, I think you just play. You take both fingers off, right? And then, okay, so twice round of that, 3rd time, when you go to this bit, Okay, you play that whole bit up until, well, I'll show you. And then you play, okay, again. Starting to hint at this riff, okay? 3, 4, 1. Big rake, right? 3, 4, 1. Okay, and then you're into... which plays twice round. So let's wind back a little bit. Doesn't really matter what you do here. Just hit the 3, 4, 1. And then there's some light. And the little at the end. Just make sure you nail that because that ties in with the bass. So you're going to do some like pedal point stuff on the A. And it's kind of easier to sort of play. Just try and put in some very quiet little pulse points, eighth notes. Just in between the slidey notes that you're playing on the D string, okay? And then after 2 times of that, you play this. 2, 3, 4. Into that, okay? So then that goes around again another 2 times round. The timing on this is interesting. It's quite hard to find the 1, but it does come in, I think, on the second beat. So we have 3, 4. Okay, that's the riff. You don't need to worry about hitting the A note. I have tabbed it, but you could just aim for... Just leave the A string ringing out wherever and then play the top 4 strings. So, a slide 5 to 7. Okay, and then... Exactly the same as the root notes we were doing before. Okay, but you're just adding a third. A little harmony. Listen to the difference on the repeat there. Your little finger goes on here. Okay, and then you're playing on 9th chords, right? Okay, like that. So that whole thing then plays a further 2 times. Then distortion it on and we play this. Got that going on, okay? So we have a D5. Little lick there. Go to a C shape, or C add 9 shape. And then on that last beat, you put your little finger on the 5th fret there. chug at the end there. Okay, second time you do. And then there's 2 guitar parts, I'm sure, here, but I think it goes up to the 7th fret here, this sort of D shape, right? When you play. So that little transition, so you play 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. No, 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 no. All right. Again. Keep the distortion on for this next bit, and then we go in 3, 4, 1. And then you do a further 2 times of this riff with the extra bit on, right? 3, 4, 1. Okay, so 3 times of that. Back in. And again, same stuff, right? New riff though, here we have. Got that going on, right? So you've got a G, E minor, A, and A again. But I think you just play, you know, the extra top E, and then this turnaround. That, right? So the chords you'd count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay? Like that, 4 times of that, and then it comes out with this. The bass is actually playing the C on that last part, but you just play. Then we go into another breakdown part. This is cool, quite noodly, so we'll go through this bit quickly, really. You could always change to neck pickup or something. 3, 4, 1. Okay, that's the first part. Little finger there. Next bit that we have. And then there's this F that comes in. So again, this part. And then it's noodle time, really. So we have 3, 4, 1. That little thing. Little pull off. And then the 3rd and 4th bars go 3, 4, 1. And then I'll whiz through this. So again, 3, 4, 1. Stuff like that, right? Anyway, let's keep going. 3, 4, 1. You got that stuff going on. It's essentially 3 bars of and then F. So again, then we'd have this 5 times essentially. You know, all that going on, right? So again, I would just do 3 bars where you're doing something with these chords. You'll hear loads of that. So noodle around for 3 bars and then beat and a half in. You know, go to the F. Then we go back into this part. That bit, you know this. And then the outro is just this part again. All that stuff. 16 times of that, and then you end with... And you are done, friends. So I hope you enjoyed that one. Great fun. Brilliant track.